Hello, ladies and gentlemen, what's up? This is Papa Bale, and welcome to the channel. So, it stopped, this cap bank loop stopped about 5 minutes after I made the last video. So it was about 4 hours it took to eat up 6 volts to the point where it wouldn't spin, which is about 2 volts on the other coil, of course. So I charged it up, and then, I tried to run it, and then before putting the diodes where I needed to put them. As soon as I figured out that, and I did it all intuitively, I'm like, I need to break this into sections and have a flow so it loops. So I put diodes between the cap bank and going towards the battery. And then the output already had diodes on it. See these 2 diodes right here connected to the output. Okay, energy store. All right. And so that broke it into the 3 sections I needed it to be in. So I hooked it up over here with the SSG. Now this has resistance in it, but it's, let me just show you if I can. I don't think I can do this without, let me see if I can hook up the tripod. And have it facing huh. Nice. That's good. Let's zoom in a little bit. All right. Now, I don't know about the language multimeters, but I do know like direction and going up and going down, and respectively to the way that I'm facing. Alright, so I'm going to scoot over here. Sorry about that. The back shot, not a good back shot, I admit. Alright, I'm working on it though. Definitely working on it. It's a work in progress. Okay, this is the cap bank reading. And as you can see, whoa. It's going up. It's going up slowly, but I think every little bit that it goes up, the rotor is going to be going that much faster, considering that the battery was at 2.2 volts and it wouldn't hold a charge. It wouldn't run the motor on its own. I tested all that out. So this battery is basically a dead battery. Not that it can't be revived, but we're not doing that right now. What we're doing is we're using it as a conduit. We're taking the output energy, which is going to get really big in about, 5.5. We're going to start getting output that can turn the light on and stuff. Yeah, just hold on. Let me explain what I got going on here in the circuit. because it's kind of neat, I think. So we got the input from the battery, and then we got the cap bank going to the battery, and the battery going to the circuit, and the resistance in the circuit is, it's right around 5, let me think here, it's 460 for the resistor, and then I have the coil in the second slot, and the coil is 160 ohms. So that's 620 ohms, something like that. But, you know, this one is different than this one by a long shot. But they do the same thing in regards to the ohms. All right, I'll point it all out to you again real quick. You got the resistor that's 460 ohms. You got this coil right here that's 160 ohms. So that's 620 ohms altogether. So that's a lot of resistance in my mind. That's quite a bit. But we're going to do this real quick. I'm going to put it back on the meter real quick. Yeah, so I don't see how we can lose here if it continues at this rate. And the way I see it, it's going to get better and better as it goes on, because once the voltage gets up to 5, then we're going to start seeing some real output. There's nothing really going on right now. You can see it going up very slowly. And once it hits that threshold, man, it's gonna expand a little bit. It's been getting faster all along. It started out at 4.5 volts in the cap bank, and now it's at like, wait a minute, maybe it was 4.3. Uh, 4.5. So it's going up like 0.3 of a volt on barely anything at all. I mean, the cap bank, but you gotta put the diodes, you gotta break this into sections or it's gonna fry everything. You can't loop it unless you have sections. I tried it like 3 different ways. And then I'm like, this is what you gotta do so that it doesn't, no section backs up on itself or, shorts out. And so far, so good. I mean, that big red coil right there, 730 turns of 20 and 22 wrapped in or connected in series. So that's 1460 60 turns. And then you got a 30 gauge coil in there that is a trigger. I'm thrilled that it's moving like this with the resistance, the low voltage, and the length of the coil, man. It's like 1,500 turns. It's moving at on a very low dose of voltage right now. And I think because it's exactly the way Old Man Bill's explained it, the chemical entropy that the electricity goes through, going through the cap bank, then through the battery, then through the coil, back to the cap bank, has caused, let's look at it. I don't know. I mean, it's not really reading anything other than the energy's going up. I don't think that's a lie. I don't. Yeah, not a lie. All right. Well, that's my update. Let's get one last reading here, and then I'm going to wait for my brother to get here, and then we might do a live stream later on. .87677. Beautiful. And I'm going to leave this running. It's not costing me a thing. And I'll get back to you with this. So thank you very much. Peace out. Have a good day. Please subscribe, like, hit the notification bell, and check out the join button. Peace.